Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Thursday, November 19, 2015, around 5:07 in the afternoon in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's cloudy out. We got some rain sprinkles right now, highs in the 50s, heavy-duty rain coming tonight. And first thing tomorrow, it's going to shoot right up to the 60s. But this weekend, average temperatures. Not too much news to report today. It's been a slow news day and stuff. Nothing significant happening. I mean, I'm not going to report on crazy news items and stuff, or ridiculous news items, or sad news items right now, because there's no need to report on anything. Like they always say, no news is good news. And that's about it on it. My second video blog subject of the day is my review of WWE 1990 Survivor Series pay-per-view review. It was the 1990 Survivor Series happened on Thanksgiving night, November 22nd, 1990, at the Hartford Civic Center in Hartford, Connecticut. And this was teams of four striving to survive, and all the teams, the sole survivors of each team, would go to the main event, which they had an Ultimate Survivor Series match and stuff, which that was the only time they did in Survivor Series history. Calling this Survivor Series was Gorilla Monsoon and Rowdy Piper. And there was one dark match for this pay-per-view, which was just shown to the crowd in Hartford. It was Shane Douglas, before he was the franchise, beating Playboy Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose was over 300 pounds at this time. He basically became a jobber in the WWE after having some good matches when he was AWA World Tag Team Champions with like Doug Summers. They faced off against the Midnight Rockers, but you know, he was basically a job in the WWE in the early 90s. He's famous for the blow-away diet. He probably got a lot of money to be a jobber 1, 2, 3 all the time on television. Okay, now on to the matches that happened at the pay-per-view. The first match was the Warriors, who were the Ultimate Warrior, the WWE World Champion at the time, the Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich, who was the Intercontinental Champion at the time, and the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal, facing off against the Perfect Team, which was Mr. Perfect and all three members of Demolition, Axe, Smash, and Crush, with Bobby the Brain Heenan and Mr. Fuji in their corner. This was the last time Axe was in the WWE, Bill Eadie, as he was being phased out. And he was the first one eliminated. Then both members of Legion of Doom and Demolition got double disqualification. Then it ended up the Warrior and the Texas Tornado fighting Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect eliminates the Texas Tornado. And the Warrior, the Ultimate Warrior, pins Perfect. 1, 2, 3. The Ultimate Warrior is the sole survivor of this match, and then he advances to the grand finale match, the ultimate match of survival. The next match was the $1 Million Team, which was the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Rhythm and Blues, the Honky Tonk Man, and Greg the Hammer Valentine, and a surprise mystery opponent, Mr. Believe Partner, facing off against the Dream Team, which was the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Coco Beware, and the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. The $1 Million Team had Virgil and the mouth of himself, Jimmy Hart, in their corner, and when the Ted DiBiase announces, he says, "My partner is Kane, the Undertaker." Then the Undertaker makes his debut, managed by Brother Love, I love you. Anyway, the Undertaker eliminated Coco Beware first by delivering the tombstone. Eventually, he eliminated the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He got counted out. And eventually, it ended up with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret the Hitman Hart rolled up the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, but Virgil distracted the hitman, and that got the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase rolled up the hitman for the 1, 2, 3. Ted DiBiase is the sole survivor of this match. He goes to the grand finale match. The next match was the Visionaries, which was Rick, the Model Martel, the Warlord, and Power and Glory, Hercules, and Paul Roma with the Doctor of Style, Slick, in their corner, facing off against the Vipers, Jake the Snake Roberts, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka, and the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. This was Jake the Snake Roberts' first major match back since he got blinded by Rick Martel's arrogance and stuff. Spray in the eyes. Jake had to wear like a special white contact lens and stuff. He only had one good eye and stuff. This was just a good angle and stuff. And Jake was like being like posh. The angles was partially blind and stuff. And the Visionaries were eliminating wrestler after wrestler after wrestler. Superfly Jimmy Snuka, the Rockers, Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. Then it was Jake the Snake Roberts against the Visionaries. And then Jake the Snake Roberts gives the Warlord the DDT, but the Model Martel interferes, and then Jake the Snake Roberts gets the snake from Damien, and he runs the Model outside the ring. He went back to the dressing room, but the referee counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jake the Snake Roberts is counted out, and the Visionaries survive. Rick the Model Martel, the Warlord, and Power and Glory. And this was the first Survivor Series team to be intact, without being eliminated. The next match was the Hulkamaniacs, which was Hulk Hogan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Tugboat, and the Big Boss Man facing off against the Natural Disasters, Earthquake, the world's strongest man, Dino Bravo, Haku, and the Barbarian, with Jimmy the Mouth of the South Hot in their corner. No Bobby the Brain Heenan. And this was a big match and stuff. Hacksaw got eliminated by using the 2x4. And it ended up being Hulk Hogan facing off against the Barbarian. Hogan gives the leg drop to the Barbarian for 1, 2, 3. Hulk Hogan survives. The final elimination match before the grand finale match was the Alliance, who was Nikolai Volkov, Tito Santana, and the Bushwhackers, Luke and Butch. Whoa, yeah, whoa. Facing off against the Mercenaries, which was Sergeant Slaughter, Boris Zukov, and the Orient Express, which was Sato and Tanaka, with General Adnan, who was Sheik Adnan Al-Casey in the AWA, and Mr. Fuji. It eventually ended up the Alliance against Sergeant Slaughter as the Bushwhackers and Tito Santana eliminated, and Nikolai Volkov eliminated the Orient Express and Boris Zukov, but Slaughter first eliminated Nikolai Volkov, and then both Bushwhackers. Then it was just him and Tito Santana, and Sergeant Slaughter got disqualified because he used a stick on the drill stick on Tito Santana, and the referee saw it, causing the automatic disqualification. And then they had a big egg in the ring and stuff being hatched. And there was rumors it was going to be a wrestler in there. There was talk it was even going to be King Kong Bundy coming back to the WWE and stuff. Or I heard something, the debut of it was going to be like Mark Calloway, who was The Undertaker, who was going to debut like a crazy gimmick in that. But it turned out to be the Gobbledygooker, who was played by Hector Guerrero. And then the Gobbledygooker danced for Mean Gene Okerlund stuff. This was so silly and stuff. It was awful and stuff. But it was Thanksgiving and stuff. And then the grand finale match was a 5-on-3 match. It was Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and Tito Santana facing off against the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, Power and Glory, Hercules and Paloma, the Warlord, and Rick the Model Martel with Slick, and Virgil in their corner. And Tito Santana eliminated the Warlord first, but then Tito Santana was eliminated by $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. Eventually, it was Hulk Hogan against like Power and Glory and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. They eliminated Ted DiBiase, and then Hogan does the leg drop and pins Roma, and eventually the Warrior takes care of Hercules. And then the sole survivors were Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, and then they threw out Slick and stuff. And that was it for the Survivor Series 1990. And what did I think about this Survivor Series? I give it maybe a B+ because of the debut of The Undertaker and stuff, and some solid matches and stuff. That grand finale match was something unique and stuff that the WWE never did again for the Survivor Series, because this was basically the last Survivor Series to have all elimination matches. Beginning the next Survivor Series in 1991, where I'm going to do my review tomorrow, they add a non-Survivor Series match on the pay-per-view and stuff. And that's about it. I'll be back with the third and final video blog tonight, which will be about New York Mets and New York Islanders announcer Howie Rose. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Rosenblatt of Fox 35 rocks, and it has nice legs. The liver is a bit of tight. It's so stunning. And in the words of Dee Patel, last week, no bus. Bye.